Good morning. So Cynthia and I had a wonderful time at the plant swap yesterday. Way better than we did last fall. There was just a different vibe, a better vibe, more people. Everyone was very friendly, just great time. And I will sit down and show you up close everything I got later, because it is Sunday. What time? I'm tired. I don't even know what time it is. My watch is dead. I have so many things that I have still to get planted. Dozens and dozens of things. And so I just need to do it. I need to do it. We're going to hopefully knock out a bunch of them today. Also, I will be moving all of the grow bags out of this area, out of the potager completely. That 8-cell bag there that is completely full of tick seed, I was going to leave that in here and put it in the shady area to grow greens, leafy greens and things. But I'm not doing that. Everything's going, all the bags are going out into the sun, and we're going to plant sun things in them. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on moving out these terracotta pots. Plastic. They're plastic. But I'm going to work on moving those out, because I think I need the soil for my grow bags. I've got to do some weeding before they get out of control. We are going to be so hot this week. We're going to be in the mid-80s all week. This morning, our morning low was only 70. That's hot. That's hot. It's not even April. Not even April yet. It's the end of March. It's hot. Which is why I'm running out of time. I've got to get this stuff planted so that it will do something before the heat just shuts it down. But I can't plant some of the seeds until I move some of these bags. Dilemma. Do I start with seeds, or do I start moving bags and then just go with the seeds? Analysis paralysis. I guess while I have the energy and the sun isn't on me, let me move these grow bags. Let's just do that first. Okay, let me go do that. Here we go. Why does that have to be so hard? Okay, well, I'm probably gonna dig out all the soil. So we're gonna save that one for last, okay? We're gonna save it for last. My back hurts. Let's move the other grow bags. Me and my bright ideas. My back is gonna hate me. I'm gonna do the best I can not to, overdo it, exacerbate it, or whatever. But I do need to get these bags moved. So, yay. So I need to take a break from moving bags. Okay, I'm tired. My body hurts. I've been eating some little marble peas because they're delicious. Hopefully I have enough to pick to take in the house, because at this rate I won't. Oh my gosh, look how pretty these are. Look at these peas. I know. Little marble peas. They're delicious. There's a bunch of peas in each pod. They're plump, they're sweet. Perfect. Yes, I'm eating them with dirty hands. Good for my gut bacteria. Anyway. Alright, I'm done. Moving bags for a bit. I need to get something planted today. Oh, that wind feels good. It is so hot, y'all. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. All my undergarments are soaked, okay? It's disgusting. Anyway, it's hot. It's not even April. Not even April. It's hot. So what I want to do now, I need to get some things in the ground. I'll go back to moving bags and cleaning up here in a minute, but I need to at least feel like I was somewhat productive as far as getting things in the ground. Because like I said, we're running out of time. I'm going to move those terracotta pots again. I'm going to move them out of the way. In this bed, this long bed here, I'm going to do 2 kinds of watermelon. And I guess I'm going to plant them at the front of this bed here, and hopefully they'll go that away. And if the vines do get too long, then I can pop them up into the raised bed and up on the fencing if I have to. I hope I don't have to. We're going to do the heirloom icebox doll babies, different colors. I'm thinking that's a smaller melon, so hopefully it won't run too far. And then white wonder watermelon. I don't know how big that one gets. So the seeds are not that big, so I'm hoping it's a smaller melon as well. We put the date on here. It is March 30th, a very steamy March 30th. I'm probably gonna do all 3 of the white wonder. I'm just gonna do all 3. And maybe 3 or 4 of the doll babies, because I think I've seeded the doll babies on 2 or 3 occasions in the cell pots, and I got nothing. So anyway, here we go. All right, so I'm on the back side of the potager, on the outside, and we're gonna plant some melons here. My grapes are up above, but I'm running out of trellising, and I want to grow all the melons this year. So I think I'm gonna put some right here. Also, I have a lot of monarch babies, okay? I have a lot of monarch butterfly babies. So I guess the ones that I saw flying around the yard a week or so ago found my garden and found all my tropical milkweed that came back from the roots, which is good because I have several mounds. I'll just call them mounds of tropical milkweed. This one in particular had 2 that were like fighting over 1 leaf earlier today, and I would have filmed it, but I was on the phone with Elizabeth. They were getting real mad about it. So these are the assortment of melons that I'm gonna put on this short length of trellis, very short length of trellis. We've got the Sharon Taste, Noir des Carmes. We've got Paella de Sapo and the elusive Kajari. I've had these seeds 3 or 4 years and I've never gotten a single Kajari melon. So maybe this is my year, we'll see. And this is a lot of melons to plant in about a 6-foot run. Yeah, because that's how we do things here, okay? I'll probably start some of these elsewhere in the garden, but we're gonna start by planting them here. We'll go back this way and plant some over there because I want ding dang melons, okay? I want some ding dang melons, okay? He is too cute. Pickles, what are you doing? All right, so I started to dig down with my weeding tool, but I hit a bunch of cardboard under the mulch, and it was pretty far down, and I really didn't want to go down that far. So what I did is I grabbed some of the new soil, and I just made a row. So I'm gonna set the seeds on top of that, and then they can dig down into the cardboard. So hopefully it'll be okay. Let's start with the elusive Kajari melon. We're gonna do 4. I can always edit, you know I won't. But I don't know what seeds are gonna germinate, and I don't know what they're gonna do. So, all right, we're gonna do these 4. Okay, you can see them right there. Okay. Next, we'll do the Paella de Sapo. Here we go. Only gonna do 4. Next is Noir de Carmen's. Oh, they don't give you very many. Yeah. Let's just do 3. It says they give you 10 seeds, so we're just gonna do 3. And last, down here, I'll be share and taste. I'm just gonna do 3, and that'll leave me 2. Okay, I'm gonna go around to the other side to cover them up with some fresh soil that's in that bucket that I forgot to bring over here. So I'm gonna cover them up over there. Yay. Okay, that's done. Feel good about that. Feel good about that. Okay, so now I'm going to pivot because I'm trying to get as much done as I can today. I have some disease issues going on with the tomatoes, and I think it's because of all the rain and the heat. A lot of my tomatoes are looking like garbage, like this one. Look at that. It's all yellow and spotted. A bunch of them are all yellow and spotted, especially on the bottom. This Murado Andalusia looks like trash, absolute trash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my snips, and I'm gonna snip all of the diseased leaves. And then what I need to do later this evening is get my fogger and maybe a little bit of very, very diluted copper fungicide, like very diluted, and fog down all of these leaves because I don't know what's going on, but I've got a lot of baby tomatoes and I can't have them killed by whatever this fungus or disease is, and I gotta wipe my upper lip because of sweat. It's hot. This is a shirt, wiping face kind of day in March. It's wild, absolutely wild. Murado Andalusia is looking really, really bad. I don't know what's going on, but that looks awful. We do have some tomatoes, but man, that looks bad. Look at these little baby tempete disabled. Look at that. I think all of my tomatoes have baby tomatoes. I think so. Yay. Okay, yeah. That is so cool. So many flowers, so many flowers. I love it, just clusters. Oh, and some cloud cover, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And some wind, yay. Look at that, got some nice wind. It's cooled off like 5 degrees, thank you. Thank you. Maybe 8, I know. All right, let's keep on moving. I'm hoping I'm not having to strip most of these tomatoes naked because most of the leaves are diseased. Look at all that disease down there. I'll be raking that up and putting it in a trash bag. Can't compost it because it's diseased. It's on the stems too. Not so much on these ones, but on those tomatoes over there, when I cut off the diseased leaves, you can see the spots all on the stem, and it's scaring me. I'm scared I'm gonna lose all of these. Anyway, back to work. All right, so all the tomatoes are done, pretty much, I think so. Next I'm gonna move on to planting some squash and pumpkins. I needed to sit down for a minute, take a break. Wine break. It's so loud. Everybody's yelling. Anyway, we're gonna do some Marina Duchugia. That big warty pumpkin. I know, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some honey nut squash for sure. I think I'm gonna use up the rest of this yellow crookneck. We're gonna do some delicata. I don't think I've done any white scallop yet. We're gonna do some of that. The caserta, we're gonna do some of that. We're just gonna plant up a lot of these blank areas in the garden with squash. I'm just gonna shove it all in together. I'm gonna put hoops and I'm gonna put the row cover over it today, and we're just gonna see what we get. We're just gonna see what we get. I've got this green striped crucial. That gets giant. Like, these things get huge. I'm on the fence about this blue Hubbard. I don't know if I believe trap crops. I don't know if I believe them. I feel like it's just inviting them in. But I hear these are really tasty. Why not? Do it. Early prolific straight neck, okay? What else? Bomb buttercup. Hybrid squash, it's like an acorn squash. And then the mashed potatoes. I gotta do the mashed potatoes. I don't have room for all this. This is crazy. Long Island cheese. I don't have room for that. Maybe I don't do the Long Island cheese because I already planted the Seminole pumpkin. I think will be of a similar. They're both curcubita machadas. Maybe I do Long Island cheese next year. Let's see what else. I still have this honey melon from Drell. Jiminy Christmas, I still have bitter melon. And I wanted to do some beans in those blank spaces too. I know. Oh, and I wanted to do a couple more ayote green flesh. I only have the one plant, and I kind of want to do at least 2 more seeds. 2 more seeds. Let me sit here and think for a minute and organize my thoughts and where I want to put things, and then I'll come back to you. It's too much. All right, guys. In this section here, I have my ayote green flesh squash underneath that white mesh teepee. So I'm going to add a couple of seeds in that area just to increase my chances of getting something. I have my Seminole pumpkin planted right there where that yellow tag is, right there. But I also want to do some of this Chioggia, Marina de Chioggia. So I think what I'm going to do, after I put some green flesh ayote right around here, I'm going to move on down a little bit, maybe about 5 feet, and put this pumpkin in. That way it can kind of crawl towards that arch right there. Both the Seminole pumpkin and the Chioggia pumpkin can kind of congregate under that arch there and get some late summer shade. And then maybe they can come on around towards the strawberries that are that away, and smother out some of those strawberries. So, because eventually I want to move those to other places and not take up that particular section of bed. So anyway, it's getting late. I also have a lot of weeds in this area. There is a lot of holy basil. A lot of that green stuff is holy basil. Some of it is that dark opal basil, which is beautiful. I'm going to leave that. I'm thinking all of the basils mixed in with the squash could also be a vine borer deterrent. Even though they're going to be covered, I'm going to cover them with a row cover. I think the squash will help as a deterrent. So I'm going to leave the squash in there. Basil. I'm going to leave the basil in there. But I'm not sure I have time to weed everything today. Okay. I know for a fact, probably after I plant these things, there's going to be very few more things that I do before I go inside. I'm just yapping right now. So anyway, let me plant these seeds real quick, and I'll decide if I want to do 1 or 2 more things, and then I'm just going to need to be done. Let me stop talking and do this. Okay, I know, gorgeous. Let's put 2 more seeds down. So one thing I'm hoping by planting these giant, pumpkin vines, Seminole pumpkin, Chioggia, whatever pumpkins, is that it's going to cover up that so that I don't have to add more soil or mulch it or whatever. It'll just be covered up by these giant leaves eventually. Dirty fingers crossed. All right, here's these giant Marina de Chioggia squash seeds. It says it's a squash. I keep calling it a pumpkin because it looks like a pumpkin. Let's do 3. I think 3's good. That looks a lot better. Okay. All right, let's go over here to these grow bags. These 8-count grow bag thing that I got from Temu. I'm not gonna move it, it's too heavy, and I'm gonna ruin my back trying to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use it to plant up some dwarf long green okra and some bush beans. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do all of that today. That's what's gonna happen with this grow bag, so. I know, let's see what I end up doing today. All right, so obviously I'm not doing the beans today because I'm tired. I've had too much wine anyway. But I do need to come out with the fogger. I've got barely any copper fungicide in here. I've diluted it and diluted it again. And there's still a little bit of neem oil in there from the last time when I did my grow room rack. It's cooled off quite a bit. It's in the low 70s. I think we got up to, I'm belching. All the time I'm belching. I think we got up to about 85 today, but the temperature's gone down. So I have come out here real quick before I'm too drunk to spray my tomatoes. Okay, we're gonna spray them. Let me turn this on. Okay, it's on. Here we go. all done. And I used just about everything in there. So I got all the tomatoes. I went ahead and did my Gara that was getting a little bit of black spot on it, and my roses in the circle bed that were getting some black spot from all the rain. So feel good about it. Probably gonna end this video here. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, no, I did not do the tomatoes in the new section. They do need to be trimmed up. The black spot's not as bad, but I do see a little bit. So I do need to come out here probably tomorrow at some point and trim all the lower leaves off and spray the foliage. So anyway, okay, bye.